Rohit Sharma headlined a match that saw 31 sixes and a slew of records being broken, battering a 35-ball century, the joint fastest in T20s, in a ground whose short boundaries were purportedly the reason why Desira Pereira had decided to put India in for the second game in a row. While Sri Lanka did manage to score at nearly 10 an over, they failed to last 20 overs again, this time in a steeper chase of 260, eventually losing by 88 runs. Rohit had smiled sheepishly at Desira after the visiting captain had called correctly again. But the smiles were of a different kind after he walked out to a quick wicket, where Angelo Matthews welcomed him with sub-115 kph short balls. The Indian captain used that start to transcend into a state of demolition, which shots we are accustomed to seeing when he has been around for more than half an ODI innings on Friday night. He didn't need anywhere near that much time. While Kerala Rahul brought the allure early on, Rohit had the better strike rate, swatting the short balls away with characteristic disdain, before resorting to caressing length balls over his favoured mid-wicket region. He even took 15 runs off his first 5 balls against Akila Dhananjaya's leg spin, the form of bowling that was routinely talked about as his weakness in the IPL earlier this year. By the end of the 9th over, Sri Lanka had used 7 bowlers, a number that indicated they had enough options to warrant bringing in an extra batsman, but one which, on the flip side, glaringly exposed their decision to drop a specialist in Vishwa Fernando. 4 men apart from the new ball bowlers had gone for at least 16 inches their first over. Asla Gunarathan went for 21 inches his opening over, which started with Rohit slapping a loopy one over mid-wicket to reach his 50 in 23 balls, before sending the next ball over mid-wicket for a big 6 to bring up the century opening stand. Of his next 11 balls, only 3 failed to breach the boundary. The most delightful of them came at the end of the streak, a slap on the up-over cover which brought up his 100, and the 2 sixes of the balls before, carved on either side of sweeper cover. It was the earliest century scored in a T20 innings, coming in the 12th over. With that much time remaining, thoughts of another double 100 in limited overs cricket had begun, but Dushmanta Chameera bowled the most effective change-up of Sri Lanka's innings, a short slower ball that Rohit couldn't ramp over third man. As he walked off, he responded to a question from Ravi Shastri in the dressing room, cupping his hands like a wicket-keeper to signal he wanted Miss Dhoni in at no. 3 at the other end, Rahul played watchfully, visibly bothered by horizontal bat shots, several of which he underedged into the turf as Sri Lanka resorted to slower balls early in the innings. He would have fallen to 1-2, but Sadira Samaroikrama dropped him at point on 6. He switched tactics and decided to go straight, which resulted immediately in the shot of the evening. He walked at a 140 kph delivery from Chameera that was prime for a cut short and a tad wide. Except, his hands came from under the ball rather than above it, and he punched it over the long off boundary, all the way into the top tier.